NASCAR fans, we had a spirited debate yesterday on radio, and I've got to say what side, whatever, but people were talking about your average finish last year, and I was talking about, look, I don't care. Average finish, the way we do this right now, you guys, I think you guys are more of a championship team because you don't talk about the regular season in other sports. You don't talk about who averaged what. It's when the chips are down, when you guys have to perform, and that's what you guys did last year. Is that serve a little bit of a badge of honor that you guys had to battle the way you did to get it?
Absolutely. For us, I look at it, we came from behind the 8 ball a little bit, right? We had to make up a lot of distance. You know, you look at some of the playoff points that, you know, the teams were able to get, you know, they're a race ahead of us, like a full race. You know, and then you look at it that way, shoot, we had to make that up in 3 races a lot of times. So I'm proud of our team to be able to make up that difference. Did we have a slow start last year? Absolutely. We had a horrible start of the season. But we were able to turn it around, we were able to get better and be very competitive and win 3 out of the last 10 races. So I feel, you know, pretty solid about that part. But I mean, that debate will happen forever. Screw those people, you know what I mean?
That's right. I like but we didn't actually say that yesterday in so many words, but
I think this is what happens. So, like, in other sports, it seems like the playoffs have been there forever, right? And no one looks at it and says, well, if it was like it used to be, there wasn't like there was it used to be, right? But in NASCAR, it's like, well, if it ran the full season, here's where you would have finished, but we didn't. Right? Like, you know, but we have this playoff format now, and this is the way we compete. We would do things differently if it was a full season long, right? And all that. So it's just there's every race matters. There's no doubt, right? Those extra playoff points that teams are able to gather throughout the season is means a lot, right? Think about it. How many teams barely make it to the next round by a point or 2 throughout the playoffs? You telling me a stage win doesn't matter or a race win doesn't matter? You're crazy. Right? Like, it means so much. But there's also the underdog that can, you know, get hot at the right time, which I feel like that was us. And we were able to, you know, compete to ultimately win the whole thing.
And just to make sure we're right on this, no one told you guys at the beginning of the season anything differently than they told the rest of the field, right?
No, everyone had the same rules.
Everyone knew.
Yeah. Everyone knew how this was supposed to play out. So.
I didn't get the script, by the way. They sent it to me.
I got a couple.
It's weird that you win a championship, then you got to defend yourself right after.
Yeah.
You're like, come on, man. You're like, what else we got to do?
2 things.